In the UK recently, there's been a lot of TV programmes and things like that about all the political changes. We've got the election coming up, and what's quite interesting is that a lot of the comprehensive schools, secondary schools, which sort of state, if you will, haven't really been mentioned. There's the talks of academies and all sorts of various types of projects that have been put in place. I know that through looking on I heard about it, actually looked at the Department for Education's website. It doesn't really even mention comprehensive schools, and there's sort of, I think it's about 15 or 16 grammar schools left in the UK, and these schools are a fortune. Not the average Joe can't go and pay 20, 30, or 40,000 pounds for a school, which is also quite depressing. The big thing, I suppose, is educational tourism. Tourism's a big factor but especially in Britain, across the world, we have a lot of tourists coming here. Recent debates on health tourism, I guess, is a big thing, but also educational tourism. Last year, I think it was around 14 billion pounds have been spent by international tourists, and it's expensive for them to come here anyway and get that education when it's probably just as good, or maybe to a good level, in their own country, for example. I think by 2025 it's going to be 20 billion is going to be spent in the UK, and again, there's a lot of money coming in, so people could argue that there's a benefit, but also when there's so many problems at home, I imagine, or even not just in the UK necessarily, France, Germany, and all them types of educational systems, more money needs to be done about the current state of things, rather than obviously pumping money into these amazing schools who are 30 grand a year, have 20 they have a golf course, 20 tennis courts and lacrosse and things like this. So it would be nice to have the money spent on sort of fixing the problems rather than creating new ones. I think in the UK especially, there's again the marginalisation of education is pretty poor. Across the world, obviously, a lot of institutions, facilities don't have the support that they need. And I think that, I reiterate the point, education should be free, especially if we're basing this whole project on sort of the youth, if you will. They need to have access, they need to have the motivations to go to school, because education is what builds people to a point. So yeah, I would finish on basically saying that education should be free, and also a priority for all governments, and especially in the UK, the new one.